Squatch Senior here with an update on the 350 injection pump with the 193 Continental diesel in it. Fall's coming, as you can see. We got some leaf color and stuff. Squatch 253's got the Super M out, been doing some hydraulic fittings and stuff on it. Getting the plow ready, he's got some plowing to do. So anyway, let's go through what I come up with on this injection pump. Okay, here we have the pump. Local tractor salvage yard here has a pump rebuilder he deals with. Said he should be able to find it, so we give him a call and stuff, and we did find one. Looks like he did a superb job of rebuilding this thing. It's even got all the tamper proof on there, so I'm sure that's for his warranty purposes there, that if something's taken apart he could void the warranty on you. It is the newer style that superseded the original, which I was happy to get. Here's the numbers. You can see original number right here, superseded by right here. Another important thing on these pumps, this is kind of the model stuff, but it's this number right here, 435. That is the 4 is the number of cylinders, and the 35 is the plunger side inside the head. So that is very important number. You know, some guys have said, well, I've got a pump here and stuff you could have, but if it doesn't match these numbers, it's no good in this application. So anyway, I'm glad to get that pump. Looks like it's done a very good job on this. Had to send the old one in for core, which is okay. So anyway, we got that done. Next we'll get into the filters here. Okay, here we are at the right side of the tractor. This is the first filter here. The element inside of there is one of these disc type brass, and what that does, it filters about 2/1000 of the particles out. This first filter basically gets your coarse stuff out of your fuel and is your water trap. What this thing does, kind of hard to see, is it slides way up inside of there. I'm thinking a lot of guys possibly miss pulling this out, cleaning it. It is a cleanable. You just take carb cleaner or whatever, spray it out real good. And it does have a nut here. It screws up, holds it into place. And then you have your canister here with your drain on. So that is the basically water trap first filter. From there, it's gravity feed from the tank. From there, it gravity feeds into the secondary filter, which is over here. It is a Wix 33102. Is available. Had to order that from the parts store. It only took me next day delivery, so that worked out real good. So we'll go to the other side of the tractor and show you my problem filter. Okay, here we are at the left side of the tractor. Here reviewing the problem filter I have. As you can see, it's a Wix filter 33191. No longer available from Wix. I've done a lot of cross-reference, Hastings, Baldwin, stuff like that. Still having problem finding that filter. As you can see, it's got a threaded top fitting on the inlet. Down here, threaded bottom fitting on the outlet. So, and you can see right here, it mounts in this area. It's got 2 straps here to go in there and clamp it into place. Fitting comes out of the bottom and up into the injection pump. So what I'm going to do for the time being is I've got a filter base here that I've had around. I'm going to mount this in this area right here. I'll have to make myself some mounts and stuff. And the filter right here, which is a Wix 33225, was in stock right at the local parts store. So anyway, that's the way I'm going to fix that. I'll do a remount there, and all my fittings in the filter base are the same size of the fittings that go into the filter. So if I do source a filter for this, it'll be an easy changeover. All the fittings will fit. Just redo it, simple fix. Anyway, that's my filter situation. That is another project here to get this pump installed. So anyway, we're making progress here. Another thing I plan on doing with this pump is all brand new brass fittings to hook the lines in. The old ones would probably be plenty serviceable, but as long as I've got a good rebuild here, I just went ahead to the parts store, got all new fittings, so we'll get them put in stuff. I do have the fuel tank totally drained. Even with the return line, there was still about 2 inches residual fuel in it. I siphoned all that out. I detected no water at all had ever been in there, so that's a good sign also. So anyway, you got to have between 5 and 10 gallons in that tank to start a good gravity feed into the system after we get this thing installed. So one step closer there. Okay, just recently got back from Albany, Minnesota. Down there, it had an excellent IH featured tractor show. Possibly one of the biggest that's ever been held in the nation. Some pretty high-end rebuilders were there, restorers, stuff like that. Squatch 253 did a video of the show. You'll probably post a link here for me if you guys want to watch that. But down at the flea market, there is a manual vendor down there that handles a lot of the older manuals, some reprints and stuff. And I did find this Continental 4-cylinder diesel book he had down. Excellent book. It covers a number of different of the Continental diesels, includes my 193 in there, and it goes through rebuilds. It goes through all the different injection pumps that's been on these engines, including the Rosamaster over here. Just an excellent book. Something highly recommended to install these pumps. And I do also have the Blue Ribbon service manual that I got from the same vendor probably 4 or 5 years ago. Another excellent book. And this one strictly just covers the fuel system for the 350 diesel tractor, which has the Rosamaster pump in it. So I think I should be pretty well set up to get this thing installed. One more thing I'm going to go through here to show you what I'll have to do before the installation gets started. Okay, before I actually mount this pump in here, I'm going to have to check the gear backlash on the drive. This is the drive lug for the injection pump, and it's got a gear backlash specification of 4 to 6 thousandths of an inch. Just looking at this, it kind of looks excessive to me. The tighter you can keep that backlash, the better off you are to keep your timing spec right on. Makes your engine run better. And to do that, you've got this disc right here, which has got a pin. And you can see here how narrow you are here and how wide here. This is basically a cam setup that you pull this disc out and you adjust it by these pins, which will either slide your drive in closer to the drive off the cam or farther away. So I see I've got only 1 hole left this way, but I've got 3 left this way, so I do have some adjustment left. But just by a visual, it looks like I am possibly over the 4 to 6 thousandths of an inch. Okay, to do that, you go to the book here, which is another reason you need a book. And this shows right here, you mount a dial indicator in there, and what you would do is you'd pull the adapter out of there, turn it one way or the other, and what you need is a side reading dial indicator. So that's we'll get that set up in there. We'll check the backlash on the gears, make sure we're in spec, and after we're done, we're ready for pump installation. So anyway, that's my update on the rebuild of this pump going on so far. So got a lot of parts to clean up yet, get everything, make sure it's all super clean, do my backlashes, adjustments, get the pump mounted in there where I want it, fasten down, start hooking all the fuel lines up, all the shut off line, the throttle mechanisms, all that stuff, return lines. So yeah, we've got a ways to go yet, but anyway, I think I've got everything I need to get this thing put on the tractor. Thanks for watching.